Hello everyone, I'm Assistant Professor Bhumika. Today we will discuss tuples in Python. Now, what are tuples? Tuple is a collection of heterogeneous elements that are ordered in nature. Ordered means every element is referred by some index and these values are unmutable, means unchangeable. All the tuple values are written within round brackets that is called parentheses. For example, we have created a tuple named this tuple. This tuple contains elements apple, banana and cherry. And we have to write parentheses for creating a tuple. All the elements of alphabetical type are enclosed in double quotes. To print this tuple, we have to write print this tuple. This tuple is the name of the tuple that we have created. The output of this line is shown as below. Like it will create a tuple with elements apple, banana and cherry. Now to access elements of a tuple, we can access elements of a tuple by referring to index numbers. Means the elements of a tuple starts with index 0. Means apple is at position 0, banana is at position 1, cherry is at position 2. So if we print this tuple at index 1, it will print banana 0 1 banana. Next, we can also use negative index. If we want to print the last element of a tuple, we have to use index as -1. This name is the name of the tuple that contains element apple, banana and cherry. So -1 will print the last element of the tuple, that is cherry. If we write -2 here, then banana is at -2. It is referred as -1 position, -2 position and -3 position. Now range of indexes. There is another method to print elements of a tuple. We can use range of indexes. Range of indexes means, for example, we have a tuple using named this tuple. It contains elements like apple, banana, cherry, orange, kiwi, melon, mango. The indexes of this tuple referred as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if we want to print elements from here to last, then we can write print this tuple. This tuple is the name of the tuple and use square brackets to refer indexes. It will start from 2. 2 means apple, banana, cherry, cherry. It will start from cherry and it will escape 5. Means indexes will be referred from 2 to 4. Cherry, 2, 3, 4. So the answer will be cherry, orange and kiwi. The indexes, the first item is at index 0 and the last index is not included in the printed item. Range of negative indexes. As we have discussed earlier, if we want to print -4, we can see where it is -4, 0, sorry, -1, -2, -3, -4. It will start from orange and -1 is not included. Orange, kiwi, melon. -1 is not included means last element will not be printed. Next is change tuple values. For example, if we want to change, if we want to write kiwi instead of banana, then the values of a tuple is unmutable, means not changeable. So we can't change, means we can't write x of 1 is equal to kiwi. It will show an error. But there is another workaround. We can convert this tuple into what? List. Because as we have discussed earlier, lists, elements of a list are mutable. We can change element of a list. So as we have created an as we have created a tuple named x containing elements apple, banana and cherry, and we convert this list into, sorry, we have converted this tuple into list. So we have to write a keyword list, then we pass x as an argument. After that, if we write y of 1 is equal to kiwi, then we can change the element of this list, because lists are mutable but tuple is not mutable. So x, now we convert this list as tuple. So x is a new variable. Now we convert this y list as a tuple. So now we can print x as apple, kiwi and cherry. See this banana is converted into kiwi. Now loop through a tuple. Loop through a tuple means we can iterate through the items of a tuple. For example, we have a tuple named this tuple containing elements apple, banana and cherry. Now we want to print all these elements. So we can use a for loop for this. For x is an element, x is a member of this tuple. X is a member of this tuple means x is belong to apple, x belongs to banana, x belongs to cherry. Now if we print x, it will print apple, banana and cherry. Check if item exists. If we want to check some item is exist in this tuple or not, then we can use in keyword. In keyword means, for example, we have a tuple, this tuple containing elements apple, banana and cherry, and we want to check apple belongs to this list or not, then we have to write if apple in tuple name, this tuple. If apple belongs to this tuple, then print yes, apple is in this the fruits tuple. Here we can print any of the message if condition is satisfied. So as we can see that apple belongs to this tuple, so here message will be printed yes, apple is in the fruits tuple. Now, if we want to see how many elements are there in a tuple, so we can use len method. For example, we have a tuple, this tuple containing elements apple, banana and cherry. How many elements are there in this tuple? There are 3 elements, so we can print len this tuple. It will print number 3 because there are 3 elements in this tuple. Now we want to add items in a tuple, as we have added items into the list as we have discussed in our previous lecture. So for example, we have a tuple apple, banana and cherry. These are the elements that are the members of this tuple, but we have already discussed that The members of a tuple is unchangeable, unmutable, means we can't change these members, we can't modify these members, we can't add items in this tuple, we can't delete these items. So if we try this tuple at position 3 is equal to orange. As we can see, there are 0, 1 and 2. These are the indexes that contains elements, but we don't have any element at position 3. So if we want to add any of the element in another position, so it will raise an error like this. If we want to print this tuple, it will raise an error because we can't modify the items of a tuple. Now, if we want to create a tuple with one item, then we have to use comma for this, because if we don't write comma, Python will recognize is at is as string, not as tuple. For example, this tuple is equal to apple. I have created a tuple containing element only apple and write a comma after this. And if we want to check the type of this element, it can show as tuple. But if we write not a tuple, sorry, uh, if we don't write a comma after tuple, then the type of this tuple will be uh, string type. Now, if we want to remove items from a tuple, then as we have discussed earlier, tuples are unmutable, means we can't change the member of a tuple, means we can't remove any of the item from a tuple, but we can delete a tuple completely. For this, we can use a keyword del. For example, if we have created a tuple, this tuple containing elements apple, banana and cherry, and if we write delete this tuple, and after that if we try to print this tuple, then it will raise an error because the tuple is no longer exist, because we have deleted this tuple, del tuple. Next, if we want to join the members of two tuple, then we can use concatenation operator, that symbolized as plus. For example, we have created a tuple 1 containing elements A, B and C, and we have created a tuple 2 containing elements 1, 2 and 3. Now in the tuple 3, we have joined this two tuple 1 plus tuple 2, and if we print tuple 3, then the elements of a tuple are joined together like a b c and 1 2 3. Now there is another method, tuple constructor. We can also create a tuple using tuple constructor. For this, we have created a tuple named this tuple is equal to tuple keyword, then we use double parenthesis. If we write tuple keyword here, we have to write with double parenthesis, and in this tuple we can write members of this tuple apple, banana and cherry, and if we print this tuple, then we get output as apple, banana and cherry. Now there are two built-in methods that we can use on tuples, count and index. We can use count method to find the number of times a specified value occurs in a table. Means if we want to count how many times apple occurs in a list, then it will print how many times, one time. Index method is used to search the specified location of an element. For example, if we want to print the index of banana, we have to pass banana as an argument here, and it will display message as 0 1. It will print 1. So you have to try both of these methods today. Thank you very much for watching this video. Like and share.